In addition to its finding of non-compliance with South Africa's obligations under the Rome Statute, the court also decided not to impose further punitive measures against Pretoria, which allowed for two courses of action. One, to refer South Africa to the Security Council, because it was the Council itself that referred the situation in Sudan's Darfur region to the court in the first place. Or two, to refer South Africa to the Assembly of States Parties of the Rome Statute for possible censure, the court finding that neither of these actions was warranted.
In these circumstances, a referral of South Africa's non-compliance with the court's request for arrest and surrender of Omar Al-Bashir would be of no consequence as a mechanism for the court to obtain cooperation.
South Africa had argued two distinct legal bases for not arresting Sudan's president. First, that customary international law prevented it from arresting a sitting head of state. And secondly, the host agreement it entered into with the African Union. But the Chamber was not persuaded.
The Chamber is not persuaded by South Africa's latter argument and considers that Article 7(1) of the host agreement on its terms does not apply to Omar Al-Bashir and thus could not have conferred upon him any immunity.
The Chamber also found that it was unable to identify a rule in customary international law that would exclude immunity for a head of state when their arrest is sought for international crimes by another state, even when the arrest is sought on behalf of an international court, in this instance, the ICC.
No immunity needs to be waived, and state parties can execute the court's request for arrest and surrender of Omar Al-Bashir without violating Sudan's rights under international law. Accordingly, South Africa was under the duty to arrest Omar Al-Bashir and surrender him to the court while he was on South African territory in June 2015.
Even if the justices had referred South Africa to the Security Council, it's unclear what action, if any, might have been taken given the composition of this council. China, Russia and the United States, all permanent members, are themselves not party to the Rome Statute, and because of these powerful countries that do not recognize the ICC's jurisdiction, South Africa was likely to escape censure anyway. What seems more likely now is further action against the government in South African domestic courts. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.